Chapter 1. A New Beginning to Learn English. Hi there. I'm Ariel, and I'm really excited to share some ideas on how to learn English in a fun and engaging way. If you felt frustrated with conventional methods, you're not alone. This podcast aims to explore fresh techniques that can turn learning English into an enjoyable adventure. English is more than just words and grammar. It's a gateway to endless possibilities. As Rita Mae Brown wisely said, language is the roadmap of a culture. It tells you where its people come from and where they are going. When you learn English, you're not just picking up a language, you're embarking on a journey that opens up new experiences and connections. Many folks find themselves bogged down by memorizing endless vocabulary lists or getting lost in tricky grammar rules. But don't worry, I'm here to share alternative methods that can make the process fun and creative. No matter if you're just starting out or if you've been learning for a while, these approaches will help you learn more effectively and enjoy the ride. One of the most delightful ways to embark on your English learning journey is to intertwine it with the passions you already have. For example, if you find joy in music, consider diving into English songs. Allow yourself to get lost in the melodies, sing along, and dig into the lyrics. This not only makes learning enjoyable, but also helps you build vocabulary in a context that resonates with you. If you love movies or TV shows, immerse yourself in the world of English cinema. Watch a favorite film or series in English and turn on subtitles to aid your understanding. Notice how the actors pronounce words, express emotions, and convey meaning through intonation. That's where the real magic happens. For those who are passionate about sports or cooking, there are countless English videos, tutorials, and blogs that can spark your interest. Watching a cooking show in English or following along with a sports commentary not only helps sharpen your language skills, but also keeps your motivation high as you engage with topics you love. Here are some unique techniques that can transform English learning into a fun and interactive experience. Create a mind map. Instead of relying solely on rote memorization, try visualizing your vocabulary with a mind map. Start with a central theme like fruit and branch out to colorful examples like apple, banana, and orange. This visual representation makes the words more memorable and interconnected in your mind. Change your phone's language settings. Give your phone a makeover by switching its language to English. Every time you unlock your device, you'll be greeted by everyday English words and phrases, creating a subtle yet effective way to enhance your language exposure. Talk to yourself. This might sound a bit quirky, but talking to yourself in English can be a powerful practice tool. As you reflect on your day, narrate your thoughts aloud. I woke up at 7 a.m., enjoyed a hearty breakfast, and now I am diving into the world of English. It can boost your confidence and improve your fluency. Play English podcasts or audiobooks. Absorb the richness of the English language by listening to engaging podcasts or audiobooks, especially ones featured on the Story Online. Even if you don't understand every word, your brain will start to acclimate to the sounds, rhythm, and cadence of the language, enhancing your overall comprehension. Turn learning into a game. Seek out educational apps that gamify the learning process through quizzes, challenges, and rewards. This playful approach not only makes learning enjoyable, but also keeps you motivated and eager to continue. For beginners, here's a straightforward and manageable plan to get started. 1. Aim to learn 5 new words each day, cultivating a gradual but steady expansion of your vocabulary. 2. Use those words in simple sentences, like "I like apples" or "The sky is a beautiful blue today." 3. Spend a few moments watching a short English video on the Story Online, then practice repeating what you hear, mimicking the pronunciations and intonations. 4. Before drifting off to sleep, speak 1 sentence aloud to embed that new language practice in your mind. Let me share a heartfelt story about Na. She once felt overwhelmed and shy about learning English, convinced it was too challenging for her. However, she took a leap of faith and tried a new approach. Each morning, with unwavering determination, she would watch a 5-minute English video, following along with the subtitles and repeating the sentences. After just a month, Na felt her confidence blossoming. She could understand and speak English more fluently, and even began to assist her friends in their learning journeys. Na's overarching message is clear. Find a method that brings you joy rather than feels like a chore. Remember, learning English is not about achieving perfection immediately. It's about making consistent progress and savoring each step of the journey. As the inspiring Zig Ziglar famously said, "You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great." Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts. What's your favorite way to learn something new? Share your ideas in the comments. I might just feature your insights in future discussions. Chapter 2. Learning by Observation. Learning English can be a delightful journey that goes far beyond the confines of textbooks and rigid grammar rules. One of the most enriching ways to gain mastery of the language is through the simple yet profound act of observation. By immersing yourself in the natural conversations of English speakers, taking in their expressions, body language, and the subtleties of their interactions, you can learn invaluable lessons that a list of rules simply cannot provide. Reflect for a moment on how babies acquire their first language. They don't begin with grammar lectures or vocabulary drills. Instead, they learn by watching and listening to the myriad of voices surrounding them. This mirrors the wisdom of Leonardo da Vinci, who famously stated, "Observation is the key to discovery." Through this lens of observation, you can effortlessly absorb the rhythm, melody, and flow of English, often without even being conscious of it. What to focus on while observing English speakers. Word usage. In context, tune in to the specific words people choose based on different social scenarios. For instance, notice how they greet one another. Are they saying hi, hello, or perhaps good morning? Each choice carries a nuance that adds depth to your understanding. Vocal inflections. Listen closely to the cadence of their speech. Observe how their voice elevates at the end of a question, as in, "How are you?" This elevating tone often conveys curiosity and engagement. Body language and expressions. Please take note of the gestures and facial expressions that accompany their words. Many English speakers enhance their communication by using their hands or altering their facial expressions, and these nonverbal cues can provide context that enriches your interpretation. Sentence patterns. Watch how phrases are structured. For instance, a simple articulation like, "I like apples," reveals fundamental sentence patterns that can empower you to build your own sentences as you become more confident. Techniques to learn through observation. Start with accessible videos. Begin your journey by seeking out videos where individuals speak clearly and at a moderate pace. Activating subtitles can aid your comprehension. My website, The Story Speak Online, features an array of videos curated specifically for beginners to facilitate learning. Engage with relatable media. Dive into movies, TV series, or YouTube clips that showcase simple, everyday conversations. Don't hesitate to pause the video to repeat phrases aloud, allowing your mouth to mimic the natural flow of language. Analyze real-life interactions. Observe how English speakers navigate real-life situations, such as ordering food at a restaurant, asking for directions in a bustling city, or exchanging greetings in casual encounters. Visualize yourself in those moments and rehearse the words you would use. Practice active repetition. Engage in the practice of listening to a sentence, hitting pause, and repeating it exactly as you heard it. For instance, if a person asks, "Can I have a coffee?" imitate their tone and phrasing to get used to the sound and rhythm. Daily observational exercises. There's no need to fly to an English-speaking country to gain experience. Utilize the Internet to explore interviews, talk shows, and vlogs, or even listen to English-speaking tourists you may encounter in your daily life. Websites like The Story Online can help you refine your pronunciation and syntax while you learn. Consider the story of Daniel, a once timid student who grappled with the complexities of English. One day, he resolved to dedicate just 15 minutes each day to observing English conversations online. His method? Watching interviews and repeating what he heard aloud. Over time, he started to naturally absorb phrases and intonations, making him feel more at ease with the language. Today, Daniel expresses himself fluently and confidently during meetings at work. His guiding principle? I learned by watching and repeating. This approach integrates observation seamlessly into your daily routine, transforming it into a powerful tool for learning. Ready to embark on your own observational journey? Here's a straightforward plan to kick things off. 1. Set aside 10 minutes to immerse yourself in a straightforward English video that captures your interest. 2. Note down 2 phrases or sentences that strike you as particularly engaging or useful. 3. Stand in front of a mirror and practice saying those phrases until you feel comfortable and confident. Now I'd love to hear from you. What intriguing or surprising insights have you gathered about English speakers through your observations? Share your experiences in the comments, and let's create a vibrant learning community together. Chapter 3. The Power of Visual Learning. When you think about learning the versatile and nuanced language of English, do you envision a stack of dense textbooks overflowing with unending lists of vocabulary terms and convoluted grammar rules? Let's revolutionize that perception into something vibrant and engaging. Visual learning invites a sense of enthusiasm and creativity into your educational process. By tapping into the wealth of pictures, videos, and striking visual cues, you can transform your journey into one that is not only simpler, but also significantly more enjoyable and memorable. Our brains possess a natural predisposition to process images far more swiftly and efficiently than text. This innate skill is precisely why we remember faces, scenes, and photographs far longer than we remember written definitions or lengthy phrases. Albert Einstein once noted, "Imagination is more important than knowledge," highlighting the power of visual stimuli. Utilizing visual learning takes full advantage of that imagination, allowing concepts to resonate with you in a way that makes them far easier to comprehend and retain. How to use visual learning. Here are several detailed and effective methods to seamlessly integrate visuals into your English language learning routine. Create flashcards for new words. Instead of wrestling with traditional definitions that often feel dry and unengaging, turn to the power of images. For instance, when confronting the word apple, consider crafting a flashcard that features a bold, colorful illustration or a striking printed image of a glossy apple. Each time you interact with that card, viewing the vibrant illustration will evoke the corresponding word, reinforcing your memory of it over time. Watch English videos enriched with visuals. Pursue high-quality videos that utilize engaging visuals to clarify and expound upon words and ideas. My website, The Story Speak Online, boasts a carefully curated selection of videos specifically tailored for beginners. Each video utilizes dynamic images, expressive actions, and relatable scenarios that breathe life into vocabulary and phrases, turning the learning experience into a lively and interactive one. Create mind maps to connect ideas. Begin with a central theme, perhaps the broad category of food, and then draw branches extending towards specific items like pizza, fruit, or salad. This visual representation not only helps you organize your thoughts, but also reinforces the relationships between different words, enhancing your overall understanding and retention. Draw simple images for words. Don't fret about your artistic capabilities. Even rudimentary sketches, such as stick figures or simple shapes, can serve as powerful tools to anchor new vocabulary in your mind. For example, a bright sun-like drawing can symbolize the word bright, while a humble depiction of a tree can represent green. The act of creating these images cements the vocabulary in your memory. The world around you is filled with visual cues. Product labels. Cultivate the habit of observing labels on food, beverages, and household products in English. For example, you might discover the word soap emblazoned on a charmingly designed bar of soap you use, instantly linking language to tangible items in your daily life. Street signs. As you wander through your neighborhood or a bustling city, make it a point to pay attention to English street signs. Challenge yourself to decipher their meanings, turning an ordinary walk into a delightful language exploration that sharpens your vocabulary along the way. Menus. Take the time to explore local restaurants and cafes, examining their English menus while matching words with enticing images that showcase the dish. This not only enriches your vocabulary, but also immerses you in the culture surrounding the food. Practice with interactive tools. In today's tech-savvy world, a plethora of resources are available for those who thrive on visual learning. Language apps. Numerous modern language applications incorporate an exhilarating blend of images and interactive games into their lessons. These apps provide an engaging platform to grasp English vocabulary while having fun. Online quizzes. Engage in quizzes that feature picture-based questions, presenting an entertaining and stimulating way to assess your knowledge while reinforcing what you've learned. Videos with captions. Immerse yourself in educational videos that showcase both captivating visuals and synchronizing text. This dual reinforcement technique enhances comprehension and retention while creating a more comprehensive learning experience. Consider Laya's inspiring journey as a prime example. Initially, she found herself grappling with the complexities of learning English, feeling overwhelmed and disheartened by the traditional methods she employed. However, everything changed when she embraced visual aids as a pivotal part of her study routine. Laya began by crafting colorful, engaging flashcards adorned with vivid images of animals, fruits, and everyday household items, dedicating time each day to review them diligently. She also found herself captivated by animated educational videos featuring subtitles, which further solidified her understanding of new words. Reflecting on her transformed experience, Laya said, "Seeing the words and pictures together made everything so clear. Learning felt like playing a game." To make visual learning even more effective, when encountering new words, make it a practice to articulate them out loud as you engage with the accompanying images. For instance, upon spotting a lively illustration of a cat, confidently state, "This is a cat." This technique interweaves visual, auditory, and verbal learning, creating a rich learning environment that helps embed the words deeply within your memory. Challenge yourself to learn 5 new words each day using imagery as your guide. Whether through drawing them, watching targeted videos, or creating engaging flashcards, you'll be astonished at how quickly your vocabulary grows. By the end of a single week, you'll have effortlessly expanded your linguistic repertoire by an impressive 35 new words. What's your favorite strategy for engaging with visual learning? Is it through the joy of drawing, immersing yourself in videos, or exploring interactive applications? Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's embark on this enlightening language learning adventure together. Chapter 4. Learning through movement and actions. Learning English is so much more than just sitting quietly with a textbook or staring at flashcards. It's about bringing words to life by connecting them to actions and movements, which can transform your learning experience into something fun and unforgettable. Engaging your body while you learn not only captures your attention, but also helps your mind process and retain new vocabulary in a natural way. Think about how memories of actions stick with you. For instance, consider the word wave. When someone greets you with a wave, that action creates a vivid connection in your mind that makes the word easy to remember. Similarly, when you observe someone jumping, the act of jumping instantly links to the word jump. These physical actions forge strong connections in our brains. As the ancient philosopher Confucius said, "I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I do and I understand." Engaging in physical activity reinforces our understanding and retention of new concepts. To harness the power of movement in your language learning, here are several practical and enjoyable techniques. Act out verbs. When you encounter a new verb, embody it. For example, when you learn the verb jump, literally jump while saying the word. If you come across the verb clap, do the action of clapping your hands as you articulate it. This kinesthetic learning links the word directly to the physical action, creating a strong mental association that makes it much easier to recall later on. Create gestures for words or phrases. Develop specific gestures for different words or phrases to enhance your learning experience. For instance, you might make a circular motion with your hands when talking about round, or pretend to eat when referring to hungry. This adds a layer of fun to your learning and can help solidify the vocabulary in your memory. Role-play conversations. Engaging in role play can be incredibly effective for mastering everyday conversations. Set up simple scenarios, like ordering food at a restaurant. One person can be the customer, saying, "I'd like a sandwich, please," while the other takes on the role of the waiter. This exercise encourages you to practice speaking in a dynamic way, allowing for real-time feedback and adjustments in your learning. Name things. During a walk, take a leisurely stroll outdoors or around your home and use this opportunity to practice English. As you walk, name items you see, such as tree, car, or bird. Enhance this activity by describing actions you observe, saying things like, "The dog is running," or "The boy is playing." This not only enriches your vocabulary, but also combines physical movement with active learning. Incorporate your daily routine. Everyday activities present fantastic opportunities to practice English. While you're cooking, narrate your actions. "I am cutting the vegetables," or "I am boiling water." When you are cleaning, say out loud, "I am vacuuming the floor," or "I am dusting the shelves." Engaging in exercise? Narrate what you're doing. "I am doing push-ups," or "I am stretching my legs." By embedding language practice into your daily routine, you make learning second nature. The more you create associations between actions and words, the more instinctive recall becomes. For further inspiration, visit my website, The Story Speak Online. There, you'll find videos demonstrating words alongside corresponding actions. Watching these videos and mimicking the movements while verbalizing the words out loud creates a powerful synergistic effect, combining visual learning with physical activity. Take Mark, for example. He had always found it incredibly challenging to sit still and study English from a textbook. Frustrated with traditional methods, he decided to embrace learning through actions. Whenever he learned new words, he acted them out. He would mimic running for run, sit down for sit, and physically open boxes for open. He even danced around the room while repeating cheerful phrases like, "Let's go." After a month of this active approach, Mark discovered that he could remember new words much more swiftly and effortlessly. He confidently stated, "Learning through actions feels natural. It's like I'm playing a game rather than assigning myself tedious study sessions." Combine movement with speaking. When you move your body while speaking, your brain strengthens the connection between the words and their meanings, leading to improved memory retention. For instance, when learning the word swim, mimic swimming motions while saying the word aloud. This dual action approach reinforces both the vocabulary itself and the understanding of what it represents. To make movement an integral part of your English learning routine, follow these steps. 1. Dedicate at least 10 minutes each day to acting out new words or phrases. Challenge yourself to be creative and playful with it. 2. Incorporate a movement-based learning approach for at least 5 new vocabulary words daily. This consistent practice will pave the way for long-term retention. 3. Pair physical actions with complete sentences. For example, take on the gesture of writing while saying, "I am writing a letter." This holistic approach aids in comprehending grammar and sentence structure while also enhancing your vocabulary. Consider what 3 specific actions you could use today to learn new words. Think creatively. Feel free to share your ideas in the comments. I'm eager to hear how you're making English learning both exciting and effective. Chapter 5. Creative Writing as a New Approach. Writing is often perceived as a tedious task, but it doesn't have to be that way. In fact, engaging in creative writing can be one of the most stimulating and enjoyable methods to learn English. By tapping into your imagination, you not only enrich your vocabulary, but also gain a deeper understanding of how to communicate your thoughts and emotions effectively in English. When you approach writing creatively, you transform the language from a set of rules into a personal expression of your own feelings, ideas, and stories. The renowned author Ernest Hemingway famously stated, "We are all apprentices in a craft where no one ever becomes a master." This quote encapsulates the essence of writing as a lifelong journey. With every word you put on paper, you make progress toward fluency, gradually enhancing your skills and confidence. If you are new to the world of writing, it can be easy to feel overwhelmed at the thought of crafting lengthy essays or intricate stories. To ease into it, start small with manageable exercises that build your confidence and skills. Sentence construction. Begin with straightforward sentences that reflect your daily experiences. For example, write, "I woke up at 7 a.m., had breakfast with my family, and then watched a video on the Story Speak online to improve my English skills." This exercise helps you become comfortable with forming sentences while practicing everyday vocabulary. Descriptive writing. Take a moment to look around your environment and describe what you observe. You might write, "The sky is a brilliant shade of blue, filled with fluffy white clouds," or "My room is small but cozy, with books lining the shelves and a comfortable chair in the corner." This helps you practice using adjectives and expanding your descriptive language. Sentence completion. Start with the beginning of a sentence and then finish it in your own words. For instance, write, "I feel happy when," and let your thoughts flow. This exercise encourages you to articulate your feelings and thoughts more deeply. To make writing even more enjoyable, here are some creative and fun activities. Short story creation. Write a short story beginning with a captivating sentence like, "Once upon a time, there was a curious cat who loved to read books more than anything else in the world." This encourages you to engage your imagination and develop a narrative. Random word challenge. Choose 5 random words, such as apple, fast, happy, dance, and sun, and challenge yourself to incorporate each one into a coherent paragraph. Creating connections between disparate ideas enhances your creativity and flexibility with language. Daily diary. Maintain a personal diary where you write a few sentences each day about your feelings, what you did, or your plans for the future. This daily habit not only helps practice writing, but also enables you to reflect on your thoughts and experiences. Dialogue. Writing. Imagine a conversation between 2 characters and write it down to practice dialogue. For example, A. How are you today? B. I'm doing well, thank you. How about you? Writing dialogue can help you understand conversational language better and improve your ability to convey tone and personality. Improving your writing skills greatly benefits from sharing your work and receiving constructive feedback. You could ask a friend, family member, or teacher to read your writing and provide their insights. Additionally, consider posting your sentences or stories in the comments, where others can offer suggestions and encouragement. Watching educational videos on platforms like the Story Speak Online can also guide you in refining your writing and improving your grammar. Creative writing serves as an excellent avenue for discovering new vocabulary while practicing grammar in a natural way. For instance, if you write, "I saw a big tree," you learn about adjectives and how they modify nouns. In contrast, a sentence like, "He is running fast," helps you practice the present continuous tense, reinforcing your understanding of verb conjugation in different contexts. Consider the story of Emma, a beginner in English who began her writing journey by crafting short stories about her everyday life. Initially, her sentences were quite basic. I go to school. I eat lunch. However, with consistent practice, her vocabulary expanded and her writing evolved into more complex sentences. I go to school every morning, where I eat lunch with my best friends and share exciting stories about our day. Emma reflected, "Writing has not only helped me think in English, but also enabled me to express myself more clearly and confidently." Here are some effective ways to seamlessly integrate creative writing into your daily routine. 1. Daily writing commitment. Allocate at least 10 minutes each day to write something new, whether it be a short story, a vivid description of your surroundings, or even a thought-provoking sentence. This simple habit can significantly enhance your creativity and writing abilities over time. 2. Vocabulary expansion. Challenge. Each day, challenge yourself to incorporate at least one new word into your writing. This exercise will push you to learn new vocabulary and use it in context, enhancing your overall language skills. 3. Reflective revision. After a week, revisit what you have written and seek opportunities to improve it. Look for areas where you can add more detail, refine your word choice, or enhance sentence structure. This reflective practice leads to continuous improvement. 4. Writing about favorites. Write a short sentence or a paragraph about your favorite place, describing what makes it special to you. Sharing your writing in the comments allows you to connect with others and receive feedback, further enriching your writing experience. By immersing yourself in creative writing, you build not only your language proficiency, but also a deeper connection to the language itself, discovering new ways to express who you are and how you see the world. Chapter 6. Learning through stories and fun. Stories possess a unique charm that captivates our imagination. They transport us to exciting new worlds, introduce us to a diverse cast of characters, and impart valuable lessons, all while keeping us thoroughly entertained. Interestingly, stories serve an additional purpose. They can significantly aid in learning English. By engaging with narratives and incorporating fun activities, you can enhance your vocabulary, improve your grammar, and deepen your overall understanding of the language in a natural, enjoyable manner. The power of stories lies in their ability to connect words with emotions and personal experiences. When you read or listen to a story, you engage not just with the words, but with the feelings they evoke. As the legendary author Rudyard Kipling wisely stated, "If history were taught in the form of stories, it would never be forgotten." This sentiment holds true for language learning. When you associate words with compelling narratives, they become more memorable and meaningful. Here are several effective strategies to use stories as a tool for learning English. Start with simple stories. Begin your journey with short and straightforward narratives such as children's books or classic fairy tales. These stories often use simple language and structures that are easy to grasp. For instance, The Tortoise and the Hare teaches essential vocabulary related to speed and competition, such as slow, fast, and race. Another classic, Goldilocks and the Three Bears, introduces size-related words like big, small, and medium, making it perfect for young learners. Listen to audiobooks. Audiobooks are fantastic resources because they allow you to hear the correct pronunciation of words while simultaneously reading along with the text. This dual engagement reinforces learning. My website, The Story Speak Online, features a collection of stories specifically designed for beginners, aiding both listening and reading practice. Each story is tailored to enhance your understanding of the language in a context that is easy to follow. Write short, imaginative stories. Putting your learning into practice through writing can be incredibly rewarding. Use the vocabulary and phrases you've learned to craft your own short stories. For example, you might start with a simple sentence like, "Once upon a time, there was a bird who dreamed of flying to the moon." This creative exercise allows you to practice sentence construction and storytelling while having a great time. Adding fun to your learning. Learning doesn't always need to be a serious endeavor. You can make the process enjoyable with these entertaining suggestions. Tell jokes. Incorporating humor is an excellent way to engage with a language. Jokes are generally brief and often use straightforward vocabulary. For instance, why did the tomato turn red? Because it saw the salad dressing. Sharing jokes can prompt laughter and make the learning experience more memorable. create a story one sentence at a time. This collaborative activity can be particularly fun if done with friends or in a group. Start with a simple sentence, such as, "There was a boy," and have each person take turns adding a sentence. This approach encourages creativity, collaboration, and language use in a natural and engaging way. Watch videos that tell stories in English. Visual storytelling can greatly enhance your understanding of how sentences flow together. Story Speak Online features videos where stories are narrated in simple, clear language, making them an ideal resource for beginners. Watching these stories helps you not only learn new vocabulary, but also see how language is used in context. When you learn through stories, you develop an emotional connection with the language. For instance, if you read about a character who displays kindness, words like kind, help, and care become more than just definitions. They evoke emotions and memories, making them easier to remember. Here's how to incorporate stories into your daily routine. 1. Dedicate just 10 minutes each day to reading or listening to a story. Consistency is key to enhancing your learning experience. 2. After finishing a story, write a short summary or create your own story inspired by what you read. This not only reinforces what you have learned, but also encourages creative thinking. 3. Share your story or summary with a friend or in the comments below. Engaging with others can provide valuable practice and feedback. Take the example of Leo, who had a deep love for animals, but found it challenging to understand English books about them. He started his learning journey with simple stories centered around familiar creatures such as dogs and cats. Over time, he absorbed new vocabulary, words like bark, tail, and furry, through these relatable narratives. Today, Leo confidently reads in English and enjoys full articles about animals. His advice to fellow learners is, stories make learning easy because they make you care. What's your favorite story in English? Or what's the very first story you would like to read? I invite you to share it in the comments, and I will be happy to recommend some beginner-friendly stories tailored to your interests. Chapter 7. Leveraging Technology for Enhanced Learning. In recent years, technology has dramatically changed the landscape of education, particularly in language learning. With a multitude of apps, tools, and websites available, mastering English has become not only more accessible, but also far more engaging. In this chapter, we will delve into various ways you can utilize technology to elevate your English learning experience to new heights. One of the most significant benefits of technology is its ability to provide personalized and flexible learning opportunities. Whether you are an early bird who prefers studying in the mornings or a night owl who feels most productive in the evenings, technology allows you to learn at your own pace and at times that are most convenient for you. As Bill Gates wisely observed, technology is just a tool. In terms of getting kids working together and motivating them, the teacher is the most important. This emphasizes that while technology facilitates learning, the motivation and engagement ultimately come from you. You have the unique opportunity to be both the learner and the teacher in your educational journey. Recommended tools for learning English. Here are some highly effective tools and resources that can support your English learning journey. Language learning apps. Apps such as Duolingo, Babbel, and Memories are fantastic for making learning engaging and fun. These applications utilize gamification, breaking lessons into bite-sized segments that include quizzes and rewards. They cover essential aspects of language learning, allowing you to build vocabulary, grammar, and pronunciation skills in an enjoyable manner. For example, Duolingo uses a game-like format that turns learning into a rewarding daily habit, helping you stay motivated. Speaking assistants. Tools such as Google Translate and AI-powered voice assistants can serve as excellent practice partners for improving your spoken English. Simply say a word or sentence and observe how clearly the app recognizes your speech. This real-time feedback is invaluable for enhancing your pronunciation and gaining confidence in your speaking abilities. Additionally, these applications can help you with instantaneous translations, which can be useful when you're unsure about a word during a conversation. Flashcards. Websites like Quizlet provide a platform for creating and utilizing digital flashcards, which are effective for memorizing vocabulary. Flashcards can be customized to include images which facilitate memory retention and association. You can create sets focused on specific categories like food, travel, or business terms to target areas relevant to your learning goals. YouTube channels. Engaging with educational YouTube channels dedicated to English learning can greatly benefit your listening and speaking skills. Channels like The Story Speak Online feature beginner-friendly videos that break down complex concepts and provide clear pronunciations, often with subtitles for better understanding. Watching content that interests you will also make the learning process more enjoyable and relatable. Interactive grammar tools. Utilizing tools like Grammarly can significantly enhance your writing skills. Grammarly analyzes your writing in real time, highlighting grammatical mistakes, spelling errors, and stylistic issues while providing explanations for corrections. This instant feedback encourages you to learn from your mistakes and become a more proficient writer. Strategies for effective use of technology. To fully reap the benefits of these technological tools, consistency and intentionality are key. Here are some constructive approaches to maximize your learning experience. Set achievable. Daily goals. Establish specific and attainable goals, such as, I will learn 5 new vocabulary words on an app today. This will help you stay focused and motivated, making your learning efforts feel manageable. Diversify your learning resources. Use a combination of tools to cover various aspects of language learning. For example, dedicate one app to vocabulary acquisition, explore a grammar website for exercises, and watch YouTube videos for listening practice. This well-rounded approach ensures that you develop all areas of your language skills: reading, writing, speaking, and listening. Practice writing. Make it a habit to write short messages or journal entries in English using your phone or computer. This can help reinforce your learning by putting vocabulary and grammar into practice, and it allows you to express your thoughts in English. Engage with voice recognition tools. Utilize voice recognition applications to practice speaking. These tools can analyze your pronunciation and provide feedback, helping you identify areas for improvement. You might also record yourself speaking and compare your recordings to native speakers to fine-tune your pronunciation further. Imitate and practice. When watching videos with subtitles, try to mimic the speaker. Pause the video after segments to repeat what they said, focusing on pronunciation and intonation. Recording yourself can help you track your progress and boost your confidence in speaking. Consider the example of Sam, a beginner learner who embarked on his English journey by dedicating time each week to learn 10 new words using an app. By incorporating a voice tool to practice pronunciation and regularly watching videos on the Story Speak Online, he significantly improved his listening skills. Within 3 months, Sam gained the confidence to introduce himself in English. His insightful tip: embrace technology as both your teacher and practice partner. It can be a powerful ally in your learning journey. While technology provides invaluable resources, it's essential to utilize it thoughtfully. Aim for a balanced approach by exploring multiple tools rather than relying solely on one. Moreover, be mindful of how you allocate your time. Prioritize applying what you've learned in real-life situations over passive consumption, such as playing games without purpose. What are your favorite apps, tools, or websites for learning English? I encourage you to share your experiences in the comments below. If you are new to English learning and have specific areas you wish to improve, please let me know, and I will gladly recommend the best tools tailored to your needs. On the Story Speak Online, I have curated a collection of videos and resources designed specifically for beginners like you. This includes step-by-step, lessons, interactive exercises, and engaging stories that make learning English both accessible and enjoyable. Don't miss out on these valuable resources. Start your journey to fluency today. Chapter 8: Staying Curious and Creative. Learning English extends beyond simply achieving a certain level of proficiency. It encompasses the joy of the learning process itself. To ensure ongoing progress, it is essential to cultivate curiosity and creativity, qualities that can transform the experience into a lifelong adventure filled with discovery and excitement. In this final chapter, we will delve deeper into various methods and strategies that can help you maintain motivation, enhance curiosity, and foster creativity throughout your English learning journey. Curiosity keeps learning. Engaging. Curiosity is a powerful driving force that keeps your mind open to new ideas and experiences, allowing you to explore the vast world of English with genuine excitement. Albert Einstein famously stated, "I have no special talent. I am only passionately curious." This sentiment highlights that a genuine interest in discovery can lead to profound learning experiences. When you stay curious, the process of learning English is transformed from a mere task into a fascinating journey. How to cultivate curiosity. There are several effective strategies to help you nurture and sustain your curiosity. Always ask why, what, or how. Cultivate the habit of questioning. For instance, you might wonder why we say a before certain words and an before others. Explore questions like, what does the term idiom mean? Or how did certain phrases originate? This inquisitiveness can lead to a richer understanding of the language. Learn English through topics that spark your interest. Engage with content related to your passions. For example, if you have a love for cooking, immerse yourself in English cooking shows, read recipes, and even try following them in English. If you're passionate about sports, travel, or art, seek out English materials in those fields to deepen your understanding and vocabulary. Set small, achievable challenges. Keep the learning process dynamic and exciting by setting specific goals. Challenge yourself to learn 10 new words each week, or write a short story using only those words. These manageable targets will help you stay focused and motivated. Change your methods. When you lose interest. If you find yourself growing bored with one approach, don't hesitate to switch to another. For instance, if reading textbooks feels tedious, try transitioning to listening to audiobooks or watching educational videos on platforms like the Story Speak Online. Variety is key to maintaining engagement. Incorporating creativity into your learning creativity not only makes learning enjoyable, but also enhances retention and understanding. Here are several ways to infuse creativity into your English practice. Engage with crossword puzzles and word games. Solving crossword puzzles, playing Scrabble, or trying out word association games can boost your vocabulary in a fun and interactive way. These activities challenge your brain and provide an effective way to learn new words. Write simple, yet imaginative stories. Allow your creativity to flow by crafting simple stories. For example, you might write, "Once upon a time, there was a kind dog who helped people in need." Engaging in storytelling encourages you to use your imagination while practicing sentence structure and vocabulary. Create art projects and label them in English. Combine your artistic skills with language learning by drawing or painting scenes and labeling the objects in English. For example, you could illustrate a house and label features like door, window, and roof. This method blends visual art with language acquisition, reinforcing your learning. Sing along to your favorite English songs. Singing not only improves pronunciation, but also makes learning enjoyable. Choose songs in English that you love and sing along to practice your language skills in a relaxed and entertaining manner. Convert your hobbies into language learning opportunities. If gardening is your passion, take the time to learn the English names of different plants and gardening tools. If traveling excites you, practice common scenarios, such as introducing yourself or requesting directions, which helps prepare you for real-life interactions. An inspiring example is Anna, who faced challenges while learning English. Her breakthrough came when she discovered her passion for storytelling. By writing short stories about her daily experiences using simple English, her vocabulary expanded significantly, and her confidence in using new words grew. Anna reflects, "When you do something you love, learning becomes easy and rewarding." Consistency enhances creativity and curiosity. To truly benefit from these practices, it's vital to dedicate at least 10 to 15 minutes each day to learning English. Consistent, even small efforts accumulate over time, leading to significant improvements in your proficiency. What are some fun or creative methods you have tried to enhance your English learning experience? Feel free to share your ideas in the comments. If you're on the lookout for fresh suggestions, don't hesitate to ask. I'm here to help you discover the perfect activities tailored to your interests. Learning English in a refreshing way involves embracing new possibilities, exploring diverse methods, and ensuring that the process remains enjoyable. As Zig Ziglar wisely noted, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Thank you for being a part of this journey toward learning English. Remember, English is not merely a language. It serves as a gateway to endless opportunities and experiences. So, stay curious, nurture your creativity, and most importantly, embrace and enjoy every moment of this enriching process.